Hey there, welcome to the Brand Builder Lab.
Great to be here.
This is your daily dose of creative inspiration, designed to help you build a brand that, really stands out and thrives in this incredibly noisy world we're in.
Absolutely. It's definitely a challenge out there.
Today we're digging into some fascinating stuff straight from the Brand Builder Lab newsletter by the brilliant Kai-D Wright, the brand expert, Columbia lecturer, and author. And our mission today, really unpack what it takes to build brands that truly connect, that resonate right now.
Yeah, and it's crucial because the landscape is, well, turbulent. Think about this. Since 2000, over half of the Fortune 500 companies, they're gone.
Wow, over half.
Yeah. It just shows that, the old advantages just being huge or having been around forever, they just aren't guarantees anymore. Things are shifting.
Okay, so if size and history aren't the magic bullets, what is working? The newsletter points to something really interesting.
It does. The core idea is that lasting growth isn't really about the short-term numbers we often chase. It's about feelings.
Feelings. Okay, tell me more.
It's about forging genuine emotional connections. That's what builds cultural relevance, what creates that fierce community loyalty.
Right, that makes sense. And there's data to back this up.
Oh, definitely. The data is pretty eye-opening, actually. Brands that really lean into emotion, they see like 3 times greater brand lift, according to Ipsos.
3 times.
And campaigns built on emotion can be twice as profitable as ones just focused on, rational features. That's from WARC.
Double the profit just by focusing on feeling. That's huge.
It is. And Kanter found that brands people see as both meaningful and different, well, they grow their value 2.5 times faster.
Okay, so it's not just fluffy stuff.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And get this, combine that big picture brand building, the emotional stuff, with your performance ads. You could see total revenue ROI jump by up to 90%.
90%.
Plus, emotive brands often have about 1.5 times the pricing power. The link between emotion and business results.
And you see this playing out, don't you, with brands like Liquid Death or ELF Beauty, Glossier, even Duolingo, Oatly, Poppy.
Exactly. They're not just pushing product.
No, they're building these communities, creating belonging and identity people connect with.
That's the key. They harness that feeling. The newsletter even suggests that creator-led brands, think Mr. Beast, could potentially outpace the big guys because they start with that built-in community bond.
So how do you actually build that intentionally? It sounds a bit like magic.
Well, it can feel like it, but there's actually a method. It's called the LAVEC method, pronounced LAVEC.
LAVEC, okay.
Yeah, it's a framework Kai developed after studying something like 1,500 fast-growing brands. It's a systems-based way to think about building that resonance.
So more than just a buzzword, it's a practical system.
Precisely. It helps you look at your brand holistically across all those emotional dimensions. And you don't need formal training. It's about applying creativity.
Okay, I'm listening. What are the parts?
Right, so LAVEC. L is for Lexicon, triggers the specific words, the insider language. A is audio cues, sounds, music, voice. V is visual stimuli, logo, colors, everything you see. E is the experience driver, how interacting with the brand actually feels. And C is cultural connections, how the brand fits into the wider culture, builds that belonging.
Lexicon, audio, visual experience culture, LAVEC.
Got it. It's about shaping that feeling across every single touch point to earn trust and spark loyalty.
Let's take a classic example, maybe Coke versus Pepsi. The newsletter mentioned them.
Perfect example. Back in '85, they were basically neck and neck in market share. But think about Coca-Cola.
Right.
They've consistently built these deep, distinct emotional assets. I mean, Coke is supposedly the second most recognized English word. That says something about their lexicon and cultural connection.
Wow, yeah, they always rank super high in brand value.
Exactly. Now, Pepsi's grown too, obviously, and made smart moves like adding Poppy. But Coke really shows the power of playing the long game, building that specific feeling over decades. Emotional relevance is key.
And that emotional connection, it pays off directly with customers, right?
Hugely. Get this. Motista found emotionally connected customers have a 306% higher lifetime value.
Whoa, 306%.
And HBR says they're more than twice as valuable as customers who are just highly satisfied.
So satisfied is good, but connected is gold.
Absolutely. Even with digital ads, Kanter and Effectiva found ads with strong emotional pull are 4 times more likely to build brand equity.
4 times.
And Nielsen data shows ads with above-average emotional response drive 23% more sales. Plus, 71% of customers recommend brands based on that emotional connection. It's not soft stuff, it's hard results.
Okay, this is clearly grounded in serious thinking. You mentioned Kai's book, Follow the Feeling.
Uh,
It touches on this systematic approach.
It does. The LAVEC method draws inspiration from people like Donella Meadows on systems thinking, Daniel Kahneman on behavior, Richard Thaler on choice. It's structured, it's evidence-based.
So for everyone listening, whether you're just starting out or leading a huge brand,
Right, the message is clear. Intentionally building that emotional connection, that community feeling, it's not optional anymore. It's fundamental. Like Kai says, focus on what matters most, the emotions, the feelings.
so the big takeaway from today's Brand Builder Lab dose, winning means following the feeling. Build those genuine emotional ties within your community. And LAVAC gives you a framework.
A powerful one.
To explore this more, definitely check out the Brand Builder Lab newsletter on LinkedIn and grab Kai D. Wright's book, Follow the Feeling, Brand Building in a Noisy World. It really dives into the secrets of these fast-growing brands.
And hey, don't forget you can actually download a free PDF guide covering the Brand Builder Lab stuff we talked about. Great for saving, sharing, or using in a brainstorm. Just head to the newsletter on LinkedIn to get it.
Awesome. Okay, here's a knot to leave you with. Thinking about your brand, what's one specific way you could start building a stronger emotional connection with your community, maybe even today?
Good question to ponder.
See you next time in the Brand Builder Lab. Let's get to work.